Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I want to thank you all so much for your kind, wonderful, supportive comments. Thank you for sharing in the comment section what you enjoyed about the readings or what was challenging. I read all the comments, so I appreciate all of you sharing with me. I love also how supportive you are of each other in the comment section. Such a wonderful community here, so thank you all. All right, let's get to today's reading. In the overall energy, the Queen of Wands challenged by the Hierophant. Right away, this feels like the Hierophant being a challenge is tradition. Some type of traditional way of being is challenging the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is definitely one of my favorite cards to embody the energies of. The Queen of Wands is happy, joyful. She goes after what she desires. She knows what she desires, and she goes after it, which makes her happy. Sunflower. She has also got a black cat. In the time that tarot was created, black cats were considered bad luck. Traditionally, Hierophant. But she doesn't care if others think that this is bad luck or whatever other people think. She is comfortable with who she is. Excuse me. She doesn't care how other people perceive her. She cares about how she perceives herself. She also is my learning as you go. It isn't about being perfect. It's about being someone who goes after what you desire, learn from your mistakes, which makes her courageous, powerful, even. And she's more concerned with how she feels about herself than how others feel about her, which does challenge tradition. Because traditional ways of relating, traditional ways in the world are controlling, suppressive, repressive. It's about collective. It's not about someone being an individual, but fitting in. All right. So I get the feeling that it's been difficult for this Queen of Wands to be herself because of some type of traditional society, traditional family values, religion. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, there's something. It feels like the Queen of Wands tried her best to create in this traditional structure, Hierophant. Tried to fit in, but it just, nothing grew. There was nothing happen. She couldn't be herself in that traditional way of being either. And there's a sudden realization with the Tower. Feels like after a long time of trying to fit in, of trying to make something work within the traditional structure, and then there's some type of Tower realization that she's been repeating cycles, going around and around, just doing the same thing. There's no growth with this. there's something here around the tower about something's not working, about the way you were working really hard, it feels like. Laboring. This traditional way, it feels like it benefits others off of your labor. Free labor here, something like that, something, a realization that there's definitely, it's not working. Something is not working, and there's a tower, and it feels like it's happening very quickly with 3 of Wands. It's closer than expected. What is this? What does the viewer need to know about this tower? Is this a current tower? Is this... Yes! Okay, it's around pentacles, because every time I ask to clarify, a pentacle comes out, and then a wands. Something is shifting in your work environment. It feels like a job that, with the Fool reverse, that's just keeps, there's no growth here. Nobody's doing anything differently. It feels like some of you might be changing jobs. Going after something that you desire more. It's a lot closer than it looks, than it seems. There's something, as something is like a job is coming to a completion, something that doesn't work. It feels like you can't really make changes in this job with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You can't really get anywhere. You can't build in that environment. Yeah, it looks like something's just not working. It also, with 3 of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like maybe you're doing too much of the work. Not getting... it feels like others are benefiting off of you doing too much of the labor. Feels like there's something shifting. You're tired of doing too much. And you're going after something that you desire more. Something that's much more exciting to you. It's a lot closer than you think. And I think that's why this tower is showing up. Like a out of the blue. Shifting your job into something that you much more prefer. Things happen really quickly once this tower hits. Yeah, this feels like it's around your job or work. If you're not leaving this job completely, it feels like you're figuring out how to streamline, how to do less, not do too much, not do all the labor. We started with the Queen of Wands, and there's something about doing what you love doing. You might be switching jobs from something that feels like a job to going after something that makes you feel alive, excited, passionate about life. And it looks like there's some opportunity, or you're creating an opportunity for yourself. It's a lot closer than you think. I think why it's so mind-blowing is that what I'm picking up here is that you can have a job, a career that you love, that the Queen of Wands loves. That's her. That's so what she loves doing. It's so it makes you happy. You can be yourself. You can make mistakes and figure it out along the way. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to fit in to some traditional structure. So it feels like you are creating a job for yourself, or finding something that's such a better fit. I think you have fears that you can't, like worries that what you are interested in, what makes you so happy, what would be so fulfilling on a soul level, you've got some picture, feels like from your traditional upbringing, that says that you can't have that. That work has to be a job, and you have to put your nose to the grindstone and stuff. I bet all those beliefs, like you have to work hard, you have to hate what you do, but it's the sacrifice that you make, like those type of belief systems that are traditional. That's why the Hierophant's your challenge. Some of you have a work contract. There's some type of contract, and timing is part of this, that you're waiting for a contract to end so you can do something else that you prefer. But most of you, what I'm seeing is you really want to be this Queen of Wands and do something that inspires you, that inspires others, something that you really love to do. But you've got belief systems that don't support. So you got to find those belief systems and let them go. If you have a belief system that says, well, I can't, whatever excuse, whatever's coming up for you, why you can't do what you really prefer to do. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. What I'm seeing here is making sure your belief systems support you. And if they don't, then change your belief systems. They're beliefs. You don't have to believe in them. You can change your beliefs. You can bridge your beliefs so that your belief system supports who you prefer to be and the life you prefer to have. All right, let's look at what's hidden. We've got the King of Wands, 3 of Cups, Page of Cups, 3 of Pentacles in reverse again. Okay, wow. All right, what's hidden is we've got this masculine King of Wands energy. Very attractive as well. He goes after what he desires. He's protected. His moves are protected. He's courageous. Entrepreneur type of energy. He knows what he wants and he goes after it. There's definitely charisma here as well. It looks like whoever this King of Wands is, this could be your energy. Viewer, you could be embodying both the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands energy. You're masculine and feminine, and going after what you desire, following your highest excitement, being courageous. Queen of Wands is more of an internal energy, confidence, charisma, bravery. King of Wands is out, external, making moves. And it looks like whoever, whether this is also you or someone else who embodies this energy, is celebrated, appreciated. It doesn't look like it's at the job that you're at, the energy that you're wanting, that 3 of Cups, celebration, collaboration, a harvest. This Page of Cups feels like communication. For some of you, from the King of Wands type of energy, not at your job, someone that's not at work, feels like an invitation. Wow. Now we've got Pentacles upright, and it's 9 of Pentacles. It looks like this opportunity, this invitation, creates independence for you. Pre-Empress energy feels like it's an opportunity to get out of a comfort zone. Maybe this job is a comfort zone. Face your fears, creating something new for yourself, going at it alone. For some of you, this feels like creating your own job, creating your something for yourself. Oh, Judgment. This is like awakening to a new way of seeing things, a new perspective. So if this feels like I'm talking to somebody who might be having, or you've already had an awakening, and so you've changed on the inside who you are, and so your environments are changing. It doesn't feel like the job that you're doing is quite satisfying, or it just isn't working out. And it feels like you would feel more alive if you went after something that made you feel alive, that made you feel happy to be alive. And it's not traditional. It's something very innovative, new, Aquarian energy, you being your weird self, being authentic, and then being of service to others. And it's very new, innovative, a new way of doing something is what this feels like, an awakened version that creates independence for yourself. It just looks like you have to get out of a comfort zone, get out of poverty thinking. Yeah, there's something here about not letting go of the belief that this is as good as it gets, and I've got to cling on to 4 Pentacles because I'm afraid to, I don't believe, and it feels like you need to show yourself by going after your desires, not quitting your job and saying, a tarot reader told me that I'd be much happier elsewhere, but start creating, what am I desirous of? It feels like I'm talking to someone who already realizes what they would prefer to do, and start taking the steps towards that. Start following your highest excitement. What I've noticed is that if you get out of that just thinking stage and just try it, just start in the 3D. What's one thing I can do today to take a step towards becoming the version of myself that I prefer, to have the job that I prefer? What excites you? What is it that you want to do? And just take that step and see if the universe answers back with a yes, or if there's just nothing. And so maybe it's not the right time, or it's not the right opportunity. But going after and trying different things instead of just staying somewhere and repeating cycles and being unhappy. Get busy finding joy instead of kind of tolerating an environment that you do not prefer. Looks like it makes a big difference, a shift. Anything else that the viewer needs to know? How about this King of Wands specifically? Death card. An ending. Two ways to read this. If this is, like I said, masculine and feminine energies, this isn't someone outside of you, then it creates an ending, a definite ending. Once you start taking the actions and going towards masculine energy, not just thinking about it and embodying it, but going after and making moves towards what you desire, then it feels like you're creating an ending, a tower, a death card. a definite ending of the old way of being and births a new reality. Okay, if this is someone else exterior to you, opening up an opportunity for you, saying, hey, come work with me, that kind of energy, then it's same thing. There's some type of ending that's happening, and ending an old way of being that just doesn't work. That's not what you want to do, not enough, doing too much, not getting paid enough. There's something that's ending here. With the Tower and the Death card, I'm not predicting a death, but there's a definite ending and a new beginning. Feels like it's happening for you. Feels like it's something you've asked for. Now, this is an interesting, in the outcome and advice, we have the Five of Swords. Most of this reading has been about pentacles and wands. Some cups too. Five of Swords. This is usually my bullying card. Someone winning at any cost. Why is this in the outcome? This win at any cost energy. Okay. There's someone's energy here. Some win at any cost, a bully. Someone... Oh, I think you're seeing this now. With Two of Pentacles in reverse. This could be at work. You could have a bully, a work bully. They're unmasked. They can't juggle anymore. It feels like someone's been purposely trying to block you from this kind of sabotage energy. So some of you might have someone actively sabotaging you, or you might be sabotaging yourself. Self-sabotage. That was coming up in the overall energy. I want to do this, but all my beliefs say that I'll fail. And so you probably will, until you fix your belief systems, until you believe you can. You've got to believe, I can do this. Of course I can do this. I can have anything that I want. I can go after what I desire. Why, I am a creator in this universe, and I can create abundance for myself, and I can do it by being myself and doing what I love doing. Being my authentic self and being of service to others, uplifting whatever it is that you're excited about. Feels like it contains everything that you need. Boy, whoever this is, if this is an external saboteur, they don't care. They don't care who they hurt. They got some issues, but you're no longer an option. Jeez. This person also has no no access to their intuition. They're stuck in a traditional kind of mindset. They can't reconnect the dots in a different way. No wonder you want to leave this environment. There's something here of tolerating this type of treatment. It is interesting that the Two of Pentacles are in reverse. Like, this person can't juggle you anymore, can't mask who they are anymore. I think tell me more about this Two of Pentacles in reverse. Unmasking. Someone can't juggle. Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity coming in somewhere else. I think you're seeing something is being revealed. Tower. In the overall energy at work around your pentacles. And your willingness to see, It feels like you're no longer tolerating. I don't need this. I don't need this treatment. I can be myself and go elsewhere. You don't need, I think you're looking for an opportunity, and it looks like an opportunity is heading your way, or you're creating one for yourself. Anything else about this Ace of Pentacles? Interesting. Boy, Chariot, time to move on, time to make moves, something that that's worth fighting for. This opportunity might be something from the past that in the past it was the wrong fit. Especially if it's coming from outside, like someone bringing an opportunity, someone wanting to collaborate, work together. It feels like you're taking another look at this, and this is something worth fighting for, is what I'm getting. And making moves on. There's a lot that you don't see about this. But Page of Cups has come up twice now as someone coming in with an offer, an opportunity. Feels like trying to establish a connection. Hey, what's going on? How's it going? Yeah, it feels like it's someone very friendly, kind. And it feels like an opportunity to collaborate with others. To move on to calmer shores. Away from an unhappy, unfulfilling situation. So, all right. That's your reading. I hope that was helpful. So interesting. A lot of different perspectives and ways to view this. So I hope that was helpful. Take care.